Welcome back to another episode of Chatting with the Cholo, where I will continue to be your heavily tattooed host, the Cholo. Today, we're going to be jumping back in time to pick up our Comprehending a Comprehensive History series with Chris Chan, so please, extend a finger to point and laugh alongside me, and I will see you guys in the video. But real quick, don't forget to become a loped out Cholo just like myself through my official channel memberships. All the cool kids are doing it. You probably should too. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, here we are with episode 28 of Comprehending a Comprehensive History. Let's go ahead and give a big old fat shout out to GenoSamuel 2.1 for putting this 85-part series together. Go check out his channel, give him a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, show him some love. And with that, let's go ahead and buckle up and take this ride together. Here we go.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
He looks so stupid every time I see that picture.
On May 13th, 2010, someone who called herself Daria Camacho announced herself in a blog post on the Wikipedia, claiming that she was a fan manager who was hired as a temporary sysop to help run the website until Christian returned from his hiatus. She proceeded to make numerous changes and additions across the site, in the interest of making the front page in particular more aesthetically pleasing and presentable to new visitors. She was apparently not an approved member of staff, as Chris continually reverted any changes she made to the site. Daria was later revealed to have been an alias of the sysop of the Asperpedia, Mao. On May 15th, Chris recorded a video discussing the recent murder of the University of Virginia lacrosse player, Yardley Love.
I understand recently that there was a girl who was murdered at UVA by her ex-boyfriend. She was on the lacrosse team. It was very sad. For a woman, he just kicked the door in and banged her head against the wall, totally ruined her right side of her head. She died from that.
You ruined it? What do you mean?
And then he took her computer, because apparently there was an email on there that he sent her, and he didn't want that to get out. Sure, it got out by now, but it's very sad. I hope that if they haven't done so already, that the lacrosse team for UVA wins in memory of that girl. And yeah, it was not an accident, as so that the dude claims to say as it was. And she'd get like 20 years in jail.
That's it?
That's
for
what
murder?
It deserves from that.
It's coming off really just gross and disrespectful. And the only reason it's coming off so gross and disrespectful is because the way Chris said that it ruined the right side of the girl's face, he means that in the sense that, oh, she's not pretty anymore. You know that's exactly how he intends what he's saying. I think I said it in the last video. It's because he applies such a value to sex. It just seems gross that he's commentating on it.
He deserves jail time and hard time. Banging rocks, making license plates, so they can repay debt to society for the shock from this girl's murder.
Like, that sounds like some shit you've seen in a cartoon. I mean, I'm sure at some camps they do, but on average, they don't just break rocks. They do a lot of other stupid bullshit, but...
Yeah, also the other events around the world, it's slipped my mind right now, but I do watch the news, and when I have a thought about a recent event that I feel is worthwhile talking about, then I will. I will record it and I will talk about it. And also, yeah, autism, another little mention about that from my point of view. Apparently, not just the fact that we are unable to socialize, but at least from my point of view, in a crowded event or section, very crowded, where it's not easy for me to get much attention, I just likely tend to freeze up vocally. I can pretty much do body language fair enough, but it's like can't get a word out of my throat, not even as much as a hello. I am not a bad man.
Yes, you are.
I have no intention of anything negative of that sort. I'm just damn shy from the autism, freezing me up. And I am working on that.
You think what's wrong with you is your autism makes you damn shy and you freeze up? Chris, that's fucking retarded.
I just need help from my real friends, real people.
You don't have any? You don't have any? Nah.
Because I can't just expect women to fall into my lap like that.
Oh, you can't.
If it was that easy, then at this point, especially over the internet, definitely be an action of a troll. So I can tell a difference right there. Maybe paranoid. You did. Damn trolls. Maybe paranoid. You did. Damn trolls. Leave y'all with that for today, and wait till another day when I have another thought about recent events.
I don't understand why he's wearing, the Dahmer 82s. I don't get it.
Have a good day.
On May 20th, Chris made a video mostly discussing his favorite comedians, notably wearing his new trucker-style outfit.
Look at his titties. My God. When you start looking like that, it's time to do something.
Just started up this video to keep y'all a little updated by myself. I'm doing well, so's my mom. And for your information, my father is alive and well, so that rumor is false.
This is the part of the video where I want to say a very special shout out and give a giant thank you to my channel members, Pink Panda, Acetone, and Christian EC. Your guys' support is more than noticed and appreciated. Thank you guys again. Let's get back to the video.
My father is alive and well. Let's talk about famous comedy people. Y'all know I like from Class in the Classics, Lucille Ball.
Hello, friends. Let me find me a Benjamin girl. Anytime when down this. Do you put my parties? Are you popular? Yes, so all your problems is this little bottle. Find me a Benjamin.
And I also like Red Skelton. We are going to the parade. We got a float that now this float that we rode, it looked like the back end of a Cadillac. But then something happened, and we don't know what happened. But we went out of control and crazy, and we ended up in the Griffith Park Lake. 2 ducks swam by, and one to the other and said, "Gertrude, who hatched that thing?" I also like Jerry Seinfeld. He's very funny. I watch his show every day on TBS. I would definitely like to see this. Even as a video response from Jerry himself, his view on autistic people, especially the high-functioning autistics like myself, And also, think about this. I'd probably sound like Jerry Seinfeld, and, this could be a comedy routine for himself, that he could do for autistics. So I just recently been introduced to this autistic teenage boy here, and I was introduced, so he opened up to me right away.
Why does it have to be a teenage boy? It's just, you make it sound so fucking weird, Chris. God damn.
And then later at this picnic, this community picnic, I see him over there, and he wants to meet himself a lady, so he's hanging out over there. And I don't see him talking to the ladies. He's just smiling and being silent. I mean, he ain't gonna go anywhere unless he talks to the ladies. But then again, that's part of the autism right there. He just tends to blank out when he's not introduced to the people because he's scared of the unknown. Yeah, anyway, I would definitely like to hear Jerry Seinfeld's opinions and views or a comedy sketch about autistic people.
Your panties would get so crumpled up in a bunch, you couldn't take it. You could never laugh at yourself. You don't have that capability, you little bitch.
Because I wanted to ask him about that. Oh, yeah, also, another Jewish dude I like, that strikes me as funny, is Brad Garrick, from Everybody Loves Raymond. Also, doing the guy from Till Death. He also actually starred in an episode of Seinfeld I read, where he steals Jerry's car. And I have nothing against the Jewish people. I mean, they're people too, and I got nothing against the Jewish community. I mean, they have their views, and we have our views. Let's just leave it at that.
Dude, you make it sound like they're a whole different species. What the fuck, Chris?
I mean, they're people, we're people.
Yeah, Chris, they're people too.
No problem. I know I said cross signals
idiot.
about that past points. Oh, hey, another dude I like? Larry the quote-unquote cable guy. Get her done! Funny dude, he definitely had the trucker look going from if he wasn't being the cable guy. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely think they would have, the way he was dressed, they would have called him Larry the Trucker Man. The Trucker Man. Yeah, very funny.
No, not really.
Also, speaking of impressions, here's Pierre Cullen. Autobots, transform, and roll out. Bumblebee, I need you to go and spy the Decepticons. Let's see what they're doing over there.
Abner sword.
Dead on, Pierre Cullen right there. Anyway, I'll leave y'all with that and those impressions. Until another time when I have another thought or whatever. Have a good day. Peace.
On May 26th, the Wikipedia was hacked by Mao and once again opened to edits from the public, vandalizing it and republishing the false troll-created Sonichu issue 11. Christian, feeling defeated, filmed a video the following day, stating that he did not want to deal with the website anymore.
Look, all you people who mock me and torment me, you trolls. I'm sick and tired of having to deal with you. You do not need to be hacking into my crap and stuff. You do not need to be doing that. And you should never do that. I would never even do that.
Bullshit.
I am trying to improve myself. I am working on myself in real life. I am not lazy.
Yes, you are.
I am not so much a man-child as I was before.
You are absolutely a man-child. Dude, there's toys right here. Look at all this shit on the wall, dude. You are in a child's bedroom because you are a child. You are a man-child. Nothing about you is a man.
And I am active within my community, looking for new friends to hang out with and talk to. And especially the women. I do not need to repeat myself. I am straight.
Sure?
I love women.
You sure?
And I am not going to be on the internet much because I have been turned off of the internet because of what? Because of you damn trolls.
Bullshit.
Give me so many bad experiences of the internet. Real life is so much better than the internet,
Yeah, dude, it is. Real life is awesome. I love the internet too. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of entertaining shit on here, but you have to make sure to go outside.
Glue yourselves to your computers, every last one of you, and y'all are becoming autistic-like.
What?
Stop it at your computers. Not too many people are socializing in real life anymore. They're just glued to their computers.
Hot meat kettle.
And that is not a world that we do not need to live in. Technology is supposedly supposed to improve our lives, make things easier for us. I'll tell you one thing that it is not making easier: being sociable in real life. You need to get yourselves away from your computers and your sheltered lives and go out and socialize in real life. Talk to people. Go find your own sweethearts, or if you already found them, go talk to them and hang out with them and everything.
Fascinating advice coming from someone that lives 98% of his life not going outside, not going into the real world.
I do not need to have to update myself on the internet. My good name is my own good name. And nothing on the internet will change that for fact. Everything on the internet may as well be considered false.
What? Why?
If you really want to know the truth, you have to talk to me in person, in real life. Because I am not going to be pushed around anymore by anybody on the internet.
Oh my god.
Anybody outside of the state, outside of my own world, on the internet through the computer. The only ones that I will associate with and possibly entrust are those closest to me in real life. Computer heads, go get your own life. Away from the computer.
Dude, it's so hypocritical.
People meeting people on the internet supposedly is an improvement in relationships, but you know what? I disagree heavily.
Why so?
Improvement on what socially? Nothing. We're best socializing in real life, talking on the telephone. We do not need the internet and emails. Y'all have become slaves to your own damn thing.
See, that was a Bob statement.
Think about it.
4 days later, Chris posted a video clarifying the copyright situation concerning Sonichu.
Hey guys, Editing Cholo here, just to let y'all know that the next 3 minutes of content had to be removed due to Chris playing copyrighted music in the background. So to make up for it, here's some visual entertainment that I made, and it'll be followed up by me bitching about Chris playing the copyrighted music in the background. We'll go ahead and jump right back on into the video. Love you guys. 2 of my last 4 episodes of CACH, they have gotten fucking copyright tagged because of this shit, like playing copyrighted music. I just realized that. I'm gonna have to cut this shit out. God damn it, Chris. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it, Chris.
Chris received a reply in the form of an update on the Wikipedia, which was now in control of the persons behind the Asperpedia. They posted a copy of Christian's certificate of copyright registration with an annotation stating that the document implied that Sonichu was created for use on the Wikipedia, which was purchased by Alec Benson Leary, meaning that Leary now owned the rights to Sonichu. On June 4th, Christian attended Fridays After 5, an outdoor concert event held in Charlottesville from spring until fall. During the show, he got drunk and then drove to the game place in order to take a picture of the owner, Michael Snyder, so that he could use the printout as a dartboard and shoot at his face. He arrived at the game and hobby store and quickly confronted Snyder, who was soon accompanied by 2 police officers who came from the nearby shopping center.
Awesome.
Chris tried to drive away, but was chased down by Michael, who nearly got hit by his car, forcing Chris to stop. Snyder provided a brief account of the event in the form of a YouTube comment. Christian is in my parking lot right now being grilled by the police. He took pictures of my daughter and tried to run me over with his car. They witnessed this, and I bet they still do nothing about it. The police listened to his side of the story, made him delete any photos he had taken off his camera, and as Snyder had predicted, was allowed to return home with a warning. Christian decided not to tell his parents about this incident. 2 days later, he posted a YouTube video telling his side of the story.
At this moment, I have an understanding that there are misconceptions and rumors being spread about me, which I would like to state very right off that spreading rumors about anybody, especially to make them look terrible, is just not cool. But anyway, first off, I would like to state I do not quote-unquote piddle my cats. The only parts I touch on them are their back and their heads. Nothing more. Anyway, after that, let me tell you about what happened last Friday, the 4th of June. Okay, so it was Fridays after 5. I went over to a bar and I had a bud. A bottle of bud. And then I played some solitaire on my DS while I waited to the hour. But then about 3/4 of an hour through, because I had a camera in my possession right then, I had the impulse of, hey, I'll go over to the place and take a picture of Michael Snyder so that I can print it out later and use it as a dartboard. And so then I drove over to the parking lot of the place in front of Staples, and then I made my way to the window to take a picture of him and nobody else. I was not alone there in front of the window. There was another dude who was apparently on his side and recognized me. He wanted to start a fight, but in a fight or flee, I decided to flee. So I went to my car, and then ran in and got Michael, and then Michael jumped.
Hey guys, real quick, if you're not following me over on Instagram, what the fuck is your problem? Go follow me on Instagram. Back to the video.
In front of my car. He jumped in front of my car. As a matter of fact, he jumped up to the top of my hood. He was looming over my windshield. It was horrifying, so I backed my car up. And I backed it up to my right. And I see that there was like a couple of police cars in front of me, so that was like the wrong way to go. I should have backed up the other way, but anyway. So to go around them, I went to another aisle and I drove through that, and then I decided to make a left turn, bad move right there, because he jumped in front of my car again, risking his own life. I could have been going top speed. He was lucky he didn't get hurt, as far as I know. But I did not run him over. Jumped in front of my car, so I back up. And then I try going around. And then this woman, I do not know who the blank she is. She jumps in front of my car, so I stop again. And then I start backing up, and then I get stuck from behind, and then I'm trapped between police and Michael and whoever the hell this woman was. So then I sorted out with the police. They deleted the pictures, and then the woman came to me right up front and accused me of things like, see naked pictures on me on the internet, and then accused me of child pornography. I am not a pornographer of any sort, and any naked pictures of me on the internet were either tricked from me by the trolls, where they deceived me, or I was blackmailed. And there were a number of blackmailings, as they have rat themselves out on their websites, such as the Quickie or even the Encyclopedia Dramatica webpage. Anyway, and also Michael just basically loomed into me, and he just basically shouted from me, "You're dead! You're dead!" Right? If I had the right mind, I would give him a charge of verbal harassment.
You can't just give someone a charge of verbal harassment because they say something you don't like, dude. People can say whatever the fuck they want.
But it's already under trouble for quote-unquote trespassing.
Imagine that.
And then so with that I told the police about, I reminded them eventually of the trolls of the internet that have been going against me. And so I warned them of websites such as the Wiki, and I named a troll or two. I'm not going to say who I named. But the point is, the only pictures I was taking were of Michael Snyder. Nobody else. No children. I want to make that very clear. And also, I do not want any more rumors spread at all. It's bad enough you have to have have messed up my once good name and have it transferred to real life, which I basically got that impression firsthand for practically the first time. So prove that theory, and it made me feel sad because I am not the villain. The trolls are the villains, because they troll me. They make up the crap. They exaggerate or twist around my truth, my spoken word. And they give me wrongful mislabelings. I'm straight. And they use damn Photoshop to make it look like otherwise. I want to go back to a normal life.
Too late.
And one way I can do that, to help go back to do that, is to quell the bad reputation. Again, I encourage everybody who looks me up on the internet, since I have removed most everything about myself personally, don't believe anything on the internet about me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe anything on the internet about me. Christian Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia, United States of America. I leave y'all with that, and I bid y'all a good day or evening depending on the time zone.
Chris indeed made great efforts to remove himself from the internet. Nevertheless, even though he stopped making YouTube videos, he began using an application for the handheld console Nintendo DSi called Flipnote Studio, which allowed users to create text-based or image-based drawings and frame-by-frame animations by using a stylus. Users could share, comment on, and rate their creations via the online partner application Flipnote Hatina. His first Flipnote was a picture of Sonichu. His account was quickly discovered by trolls and shared on the Quickie.
Of course it was.
On June 18th, Chris made another appearance at Fridays After 5, which seemingly had become a regular hangout of his. YouTube user ZeroArchieBunker0, who was aware of Christian, happened to also be there and took photos and videos of him. During the event, he wore his now signature denim vest, along with a red t-shirt which apparently read, "I enjoy vagina." He was documented dancing during a rock band performance surrounded by children and some of their accompanying guardians. He would also take frequent breaks and sit down, playing with his Nintendo DSi, likely commenting on other users' flip notes or drawing his own. At a later point, he pulled back his t-shirt to reveal his bare abdomen and sports bra, on which "Want Woman" was written in permanent marker. This seemed to have been a simplified reimagining of his attraction sign from nearly a decade prior.
You did that in public. Oh my god, bro. Look at this. Brother, that just ain't it. It's hilarious, though.
During the second half of June, Christian created near-daily flip notes, supplanting YouTube with Flipnote Hatina as his creative outlet. His first animation, Ultimate Nightmare, was a simple 2-frame effort of a stick figure walking at a rate of 1/8 of a millimeter per hour, as per the description. The video was also accompanied by sustained high-pitched synth whine.
You've been trolled, you have probably been told. Don't reply to this guy, he is just getting a rise.
On June 22nd, Chris watched a Flipnote animation created by user 8-Bit about not engaging with trolls. 8-Bit had made the animation available to be downloaded and edited by other users, such as Chris, who re-uploaded a remixed version of the animation with some of his own alterations. For example, he changed overlaid text to say encouraging words about having a safe, happy life offline and not starting any relationships over the internet. In addition, the short clip of Sonic was replaced with Sonichu. Christian credited 8-Bit both in the description and in the final 2 cards. 2 days later, he uploaded an original animation called Hippo on Your Head.
Ah, you have a hippo on your head. Yeah. Well, don't just stand there while I letter on me. Dear Sir. Hello. Signed, Buck Williams.
He also created many sock puppet accounts so that he could give himself high ratings and views. On June 25th, Chris uploaded a 2-part animation called Random Humor 1, which was largely copied from an episode of the cartoon series The Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show.
Some numbers can't be trusted. These are threes. Did you know that you can never trust threes? See? Threes turn sideways and pretend that they're M's or N's. And sometimes they turn themselves around to make you think that they're E's. Weird, huh? And sometimes they'll even lie on their backs and pretend they're W's. Come back. I'll show you some sixes who like to pretend they're noses.
What?
I'm practicing my eeks. Eeks. Eeks are very important if you're writing a story about a sexy, beautiful woman in peril. So there's a sexy, beautiful woman living in her apartment. She was hanging in her room one day when suddenly a mouse came in. Eeks, she cried. If you want to write a good story about a sexy, beautiful woman in peril, you would have to be able to write a good eek.
An ox probably would have killed me. Hey dude, where's your sister? Where is right?
I'm practicing my Y's.
Why?
No, Y's. I drew a whole row of them.
Oh,
Not O's, Y's.
I see.
I see. We're saving my I's and C's. These are Y's. Don't you ever listen?
Gee,
Not O's, Y's.
I see.
I see. We're saving my I's and C's. These are Y's. Don't you ever listen?
Gee,
Not G's, Y's. Now pay attention. These are U's.
they don't look like me at all.
Ow! What you hit me for? 'Cause you're an idiot.
Okay.
Next, he uploaded a song concerning a farmer and a cow.
It's the kind of shit that will haunt my dreams forever as I sleep.
Hey there, Moo, what you gonna do? Are you gonna give me some milk today? Moo! Moo! What?
Chris then provided an impersonation of the character Cheese
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is serial killer shit.
from the animated series Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I like chocolate milk. Tinkle tinkle in the car. Use a beater, use a jar. Like this. I like cereal. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
On June 27th, Christian uploaded a series of factual statements about himself, following a popular Flipnote Hatina trend at the time. These included, I am an honest, good, and decent man. I am a fun, loyal, sociable, and cool friend. And, I enjoy making women feel good. The video was soon removed due to the numerous inclusions of his real name, which was against Flipnote Hatina's guidelines.
Really signs every one of them.
The next day, he joined in on a trend where a Flipnote Hatina user created a plain basis of 2 characters and tagged other users so they had to download the Flipnote and add their own personal touches to the image, completing it. They would in turn tag other users so they could contribute their own version of the sketch, and so on. Even though Chris wasn't tagged, he delivered his own take on the image anyway, morphing the anime-style characters into Sonichu and Rosechu. He then tagged 21 accounts who had left comments on his previous posts, many of whom possessed troublesome Flipnote IDs, such as Ghost of Bob Chandler, Asperger's Syndrome, and My Duck is Bent. However, Christian logged the animation, meaning that no one could actually contribute to it and continue the chain.
What an asshole.
On June 29th, Chris published his 10th contribution to Flipnote, an animated recreation of an erotic dream of his, in which he and a woman are floating in a labyrinth filled with water. When they see each other, the stick figure representing Chris gets an erection. They instantly fall in love and move in closer for a kiss. Chris then wakes up, wishing to know that woman in real life. He then expels something from the lower half of his body, but given the limiting color palette and lack of detail, it is uncertain as to what it was meant to represent. Christian asked for the viewers to give it high ratings so that he could later upload the uncensored version. Since the explicitness of this animation was against the rules of the program, it was removed in minutes, though watchful trolls managed to download a copy of it in time. Not long after, Chris hastily drew more clothing onto his characters and uploaded it again. This too was quickly taken down. He then made another version, which was the second iteration, but prefixed with a string of written statements. I want to note, the romantic labyrinth flipnote is not inappropriate. The people are clothed, there is no violence, there is no flashing. I will not be deleted from trolls who falsely report my romantic fantasy and my straightness as a violation, just so those dang idiots can get away portraying me as a homosexual, which is wrong. Admins of FN Hatina who see my complaint here, please monitor all comments posted anywhere on FNH. It is very difficult to locate and block every single one, only to have them create new accounts only to continue trolling me like they've done so far. And please allow me to keep my account on FNH and allow my romantic labyrinth to stay as my own flipnote on the Hatina in the name of my right to speak of myself for myself and not be described by false rumors fabricated by the trolling stupid people. Thank you. Peace. Christian Weston Chandler. This version was removed quicker than the previous two.
Awesome.
The next day, Christian made an animation in the style of Anaglyph 3D, inspired by another user's flipnote, on which he commented, gayness. In this video, he impersonates 4 cartoon characters.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
I'm Meat Rub, I'm a bomb of meat.
Stop in the name of the law. Sorry about that, Chief.
I eat me spinach every day.
And now for something completely different. It's Monty Python's Flying Elephants.
He also made a video tagging supposed female users on the site, asking for ratings if they thought he looked cute, based on the low-quality black and white photo provided, which was converted to be usable on Flipnote Studio.
Dude, come
In addition
on.
to the Flipnote Hatina users, Christian tagged 2 past women in his life by their online usernames, The Wallflower and Jackie.
Chris is not a handsome person. He was not blessed in the genetic department.
This animation was also soon forcibly removed. He shortly closed comments for all his flipnotes and followed up with a plain, silent, text-based effort explaining his reasoning. My apologies for deleting and disabling the comments on my flipnotes, but I am doing this to clear the slanderings from the trolls, all of whom are being ignored and are not/will not be getting any attention at all, and to teach them that they all need to stop their harassments and reevaluate their lives for their benefit. No harm will be done. They need to understand that useless pranks at other people's expense and such misdemeanors are just that. Useless! It is not funny. Peace. Christian Weston Chandler. This too was promptly deleted due to his inclusion of his name. The recent flipnote that mentioned Jackie Romy encouraged the troll behind that persona to re-engage in email communications with Christian, at first angry with him for mentioning her, but after his reply, she calmed down and revealed that she sometimes thought of him and formally resumed chatting with him. On July 2nd, Chris re-uploaded most of his previously deleted flipnotes, including his sexually explicit Romantic Labyrinth. After these numerous violations, his account and Nintendo DSi were banned. The next day, Christian, under the guise of his own troll persona, Jenkins Jinkies, created an article on the Quickie called Coffee Place, which only vaguely referenced Bob and Chris Chandler, and mostly concerned Jinkies' opinions about a certain employee at a certain fast food establishment, with Chris writing in what he believed to be troll speech. Within this single fast food joint of the small town of Ruckersville, Virginia, Bobby goes for a morning coffee and breakfast most days of the week. Sadly though, on some of those days, along with other Sanor citizens who have been going there for years for their own early bird specials, they get harassed by 1 or 2 of the snot-nosed, snooty employees. One of which, Amanda, is one of the part-time managers who gives her elders the coldest of shoulders. Amanda also really opens up for the black people. Her new dear small town of Ruckersville, Virginia, Bobby goes for a morning coffee and breakfast most days of the week. Sadly though, on some of those days, along with other Sanor citizens who have been going there for years for their own early bird specials, they get harassed by 1 or 2 of the snot-nosed, snooty employees. One of which, Amanda, is one of the part-time managers who gives her elders the coldest of shoulders. Amanda also really opens up for the black people. She would be most friendly to any of the black people. Uncle Ruckus would really kick the shit out of this bitch for not treating us white people with good kindness and respect. All of the Staynors who loyally come in for their daily morning bread would just itch for the chance to smack her ass and crack her china in due respect to the harassment she has butthurt unto them. Not much else is known about Amanda at the moment, but the Staynors have heard that she is a mother of 2, probably getting a daily butthurt from her every night. She is also assumed to be still married. I feel sorry for the dude who has to put up with that woman for the amount of time they've been married. It has been reported that Chrissy has been sighted there, but no photographs were taken, aside from the one above, of him inside the restaurant. Photographic evidence should be sent to quicksightings@hotmail.com. Also, feel free to show off to everyone around you at the time the fresh gay trucker photographs are taken. Users will be greatly rewarded with china and or pickles. Since this article contained no sources and an odd nomenclature, it was soon scheduled for deletion by administrators, assuming it was written by a wannabe troll pretending to be Chris. However, Jenkins Jinkies pleaded on the article's talk page not to delete it, and clarified that he was inspired to write the article because of a recent altercation between Chris, Bob, and the part-time manager at Burger King, Amanda, describing it as an eyewitness account from Jinkies' point of view. In fact, according to Christian, Bob encouraged Chris to troll her, resulting in the Coffee Place article. My family and I were there one morning a couple of weeks ago. My camera was screwing up with me, so I ended up with a photo of the front counter. I haven't been back for a while. Damn parents won't drive me back there, and I'm only 14. Robert was shouting at Amanda, and eventually Chrissy joined in with an uproar so loud it would have awakened the dead. It was in response to Amanda harassing them that day. I asked around after Robert and Chris left, without my family taking notice of me. I can get away with anything within my reach. I'm the middle child of a set of 3 in my family. Sadly, we were only passing through that week on our way back from a visit with my grandma and grandpa in South Virginia. We live up in Boston. Being bullied as a freshman last year in my high school was no fucking picnic either. And I really loathe anyone who is even considered special. I'm special enough on my own for being invisible yet able to attract attention remotely with a mere thought or do nothing, and having to put up with the aggressiveness in my fucking family. I'm very much the mastermind in the family. My father is damned retarded. But enough about me. I hate Chris as much as the rest of you. Stopping the presses on his books and giving up his website, it still pisses me off. If I recall correctly, it was about 10:30 when the father and son duo left, so best bet is about 10 a.m. to try and intercept. I want to see Chris, if not both of them, squirm in torture from our trolling of him. I really want to see him blow his top off again. LOLs!
I don't mean to not commentate too much on this one. It's just, there's a lot of information being read, and I don't want to interrupt that flow. Plus, I'm really stoned right now, so don't judge me. Love you guys.
Oh, and the windows at that place were tinted, so the photography would be best from inside the place. For the LOLs! Clyde CACH came to Jinky's defense, knowing full well of his true identity, and even hinted that it might be a good idea if Chris interacted in some capacity with Amanda. As he distanced himself from YouTube, he began returning to his old tricks of attempting to attract women in public. And even though he claimed to not pay attention to trolls, he would continue coming back, proving that no matter how much his environment or the people around him may change, there was one thing that always stayed the same: Chris.
Guys, if you are still here at the end of that, thank you so very much. If you are new around here, thank you for taking the time to check out the channel and the video. I do appreciate it. If you are one of my OGs, you guys already know how I feel about each and every one of you bitches out there. I love you guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap it here. But first, don't forget to become a loped out cholo just like myself through my official channel memberships. Cool kids are doing it. I'll see you guys in the next video.